Folks, what is up and welcome to our Great Ace Attorney case tier list. In case you missed it, we just recently finished playing through all of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles games, 1 and 2. We're going to sit down and talk about these cases, because we got a bunch of feelings about them. If you like this, let us know in the comments down below. Let us know what you got, what we think we got wrong, what we did right, and follow us on twitch.tv/SaveTheTeam. We're going to start playing Apollo Justice next week. Be very excited for that as well. And if you'd like to support us on patreon.com/SaveTheTeam. At the $10 level and above, you get your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Mr. Cola Bun, Eddie Cosmo, Dave Hall, Lucha, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Asian, Shadowed, Navi. Witch Tower, Sky, Herlock, Hyde, Self, Aria, Arky, Forensic, Technic, Cole, JFJ, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob L, Go, Zeppeli, Sheber, Steam, Ryger, Rilla, Jolie, Baron Esper, BBC, What, and Sherlock, Mr. Mocasil, Art, Ami, Borshak. Amelia, Super Cool, Iwana, Walshrim, Mari, Diego Garcia, Alex, Boomer, Emily. Mega Zero, Big Curbo, Who Needs to Sleep, Alea, Yakta, Estever, Entropy, Daedric and Serafina, Sealamgar, Chrissy, Fluff Guff, Tasty, Marbar, Jack Warner, Taco Sensei, QB, Nagashi, Anime Chick, the Jester, Haruka, Naidi, Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katcha, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring, Scribe, Zeal, Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sevilla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Alright, starting off the tier list. The very first introductory case. The Adventure of the Great Departure. This is Renosuke is accused, yeah. John H. Wilson is the victim, and it turns out it was just a threat the whole time.
Fine case. I'd put it in B tier.
Yes, I think B tier is perfect. I think it's a great introductory case, but holy shit, the part with the stake in the coin.
Yeah, it drags on for too long.
It does. I think honestly, if it was a little shorter, it would probably be higher. I feel that, just because I do think that the like got him moment with the dentist thing, I think was actually a very clever
motherfucking
way to introduce. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm really mad about these bits, y'all.
And there's not enough Susato in it.
That's true. Susato is nowhere to be seen in that game. Well, you see her for a brief second with her dad.
She's in it for like all of.
You're like, who's this girl
lines.
character? I wonder if she'll be important.
Yeah.
I'm fine with B. I think that's a solid choice. Next.
Yeah.
The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band. This was the investigation only episode on the boat. Kazuma dies.
Yeah. It's also the genesis of jokes about tripping on cats.
Yeah.
I also feel like this is a B, because like the reveal that Kazuma died, I think is enough that keeps you invested in like what's going on, and it's the introduction of Herlock Sholmes, which also I think deserves a lot, and it's where we get like the look at your hands bit, which I think is funny.
I think there's so much emotionally that is good in this case. But one, obviously, and this is not a hot take, everybody agrees, the court parts of Ace Attorney are the peak, and the fact that this is only investigation is a bummer. It does move quickly, relatively speaking, which is nice, but
it's also still fairly long.
Yeah.
So, here's my only thing on this. I honestly think if this isn't in C tier, nothing's going to be in C tier.
I do think this is
the
weakest.
No, there is a case I think is much weaker than this.
Oh.
That there is one that I'm like going to eternally advocate for C tier.
Okay.
Interesting. I would still put this in C tier because as much as there is some funny stuff, Sholmes is also really annoying in this case. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't like him I don't like him at all in this case. And again, there's no trial, and you just learn that there was an accident that you later learn wasn't
even an accident.
I don't know. As much as there's still good jokes in here, this is definitely I think a lame.
Yeah, honestly, if you want to,
I think this is either like a low B, but I'm okay with putting it in C because I think
fine.
It is.
That's fine.
As Pridge says, I think cases.
I think being bold and having, because otherwise, I don't think there will be another. Now we at least have two in my mind in C tier, other than just one.
C tier.
Yeah.
Next up is The Adventure of the Runaway Rune. This is we show up in
Magnus McGilded.
We just show up in London. We're instantly told by Strongheart that we have to defend Magnus McGilded. It should be an open and shut case, they all say. And we basically, like, towards the end are like, wait, is he the bad guy? And this is almost a pretty much like court only case, which is kind of a nice fun reprieve of what we just did in case 1 and 2.
Yeah, I feel like pacing wise this one's actually pretty decent.
I agree.
Too.
I think this one is a pretty solid A for me.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it being A or high B. Is fine for me.
I mean, I do like this case. Yeah, I'd probably put this in A. I can see A or B for this one. It's a pretty good case. I think you get some fun characters. It
does have Knife Jur. A bunch of people in the chat are reminding
us. It does
us.
have Knife Jur. You also get that one dude's ridiculous animation.
Oh, Lady First. The horse riding animation.
Lady First, thank you. The weird, absolutely buck wild horse riding animation.
That doesn't... He makes hats.
It really doesn't make sense.
Why is he...
It makes no sense. It's so weird. I feel like I put this in B, actually.
Yeah.
I would agree with that as doing high B tier.
Okay. I think honestly, Magnus is a really good villain. I kind of wish that he didn't instantly die.
It's almost a bummer he doesn't get to stick around at all.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Next is The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
Hey, guess what? That's the one I hate. I hate this case.
Interesting.
It's boring. I don't care about anything that happens because this case is just a setup for the second game, and it's too long of a payoff. Like, it does not...
It is
and
an
the payoff
extremely
is
long payoff.
The payoff is Shamspear, who you don't need a payoff for, and he's also introduced for like 30 seconds. And
I think you show him in Metterman for like 5 seconds.
This case also has, again, which I think is an issue with some of the cases in this first game, a really unsatisfying payoff when you learn that a piece of a knife chipped off and then accidentally fell out a window and was somehow able to stab someone enough to put them into a coma. Yeah, it's a very unsatisfying payoff as you learn this is the second case in this game that's resolved by, oops, an accident.
It does have the beats. The beats are pretty good. It does have Rolly Beat saying,
beats are good.
That was the day I cursed God.
I cursed God. But it's one of those... I have never been a fan of the Ace Attorney cases where... Or honestly, any murder mystery, I'm never really a fan when there isn't a villain. Like... I get the purpose of it, but there's just something so unsatisfying about not catching somebody who wants to hide.
And that's the big problem is they do it twice in the first game. They give you 2 different situations where you don't actually... I mean, that was a bigger thing in the first game entirely. You don't actually get the bad guy until the 5th case of this game. Giselle gets away.
That's true.
Because of diplomatic immunity, accident case 2, accident case 4, then you find Magnus guilted. You don't actually truly get the bad guy until case 5. So I actually also wouldn't mind putting this in C tier for that reason.
I agree with this actually.
Chuck it in there. That case is probably my least favorite case.
Yeah, and as a couple people have pointed out, they do make the the domestic abuse is funny because it's her assaulting him joke is
Yeah,
not
They
great.
run it into
Not-
the
not
ground
great.
too.
They run it into the
Yeah.
absolute ground, and
Yeah.
it's not great.
And also, the dance of deduction is kind of ass in that case, if I remember correctly.
I
That's the one
remember
where
us
you're
liking
like,
it
hey,
because it was
there's
the bit
not
with
a
the
lion in
Yeah,
here.
we thought that was pretty funny at the time.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
Also, Pridge, I have your volume on Discord at 69 right now.
Nice.
Thought you should know.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. And I will say right now, the first game of Great Ace Attorney Chronicles
Not doing so hot.
putting up a lot of bricks as far as like the franchise go. And we kind of complained about it at the time. I do remember that.
Oh yeah, the first
This
game's pacing
this
is
the issue that we
ass.
sort of talked about. This game, because this game is so much setup, it makes all the payoff in the second game that much better.
But it doesn't
like,
make
this-
it super
this-
fun to play.
No, this game does not. This game had to have a sequel. This game does not stand up great on its own.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Like it. What was the gap between these two games? Like in Japan.
probably like a year
It
or
wasn't
two, I
super
think.
long. I think it was like 2 years.
That's good because I'd be kind of annoyed if you were waiting a long time between these two games.
Yeah,
It's legitimately, again, it's not a bad game, obviously. It's still a fun game. But there's so much setup in this one and very little payoff that
I
you
agree.
need game 2 to come out.
Yeah, actually, and this is a good point. Friendly Artsy MB points out that we did have a whole year off of playing all of Trials and Tribulations between the third and fourth case. So we're like, okay, oh wow, really going back into this, huh? But, yeah, unfortunate that it does suffer for that. And then the final case of the first game. Which one is this? The motherfucking Adventures of the Unspeakable Story, The Hound of the Baskervilles.
It's so weird
Which
that
is
this
so
one is
weird,
called The
'cause
Hound of the
does this case have
Baskervilles.
anything to do with the Hound of the Baskervilles?
the
Other
actual
than the
title-
manuscript, no.
The actual title is The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. The fact that The Hound of the Baskervilles is bigger on this tiny little box we have is kind of funny
I
to
know.
me.
Yeah. Why
Because-
is that? Why,
Yes,
why?
that's important, but it's not important to this at
No.
all.
It's not important to this case in the slightest. I
No,
think this is just
no,
the case where you
this
learn.
was-
This is just the case where you learn the name.
This was the whole thing of like Gina broke into the storeroom to steal the book to give it back to Iris.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. That is why.
which
Gina
is
broke into
which
the-
is unrelated to what the premise of the case is.
Well, it
which
puts
is
it
about
puts her as being the accused.
right, but
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with like what actually is happening.
Yeah, let me.
It's just why she's
let me-
there.
Yeah, but I mean, name aside, I think this is a pretty great case.
Here's
Yeah.
the one thing I will.
It did have the wild guy with the gun.
Pop Windebank, incredible character. The Skulkins, very fun witnesses. Ashley Graydon,
incredible.
great villain.
Excuse me, it's
Egbert
Benedict.
Benedict. My one
Yeah.
problem is I don't remember if y'all remember this, but there was 3 streams.
Oh, it was long.
Before the murder
long.
even took place. We were literally. I remember there was a stream. I think it was Pridge was just like, dude, when the fuck is something gonna happen in this case? Like, and granted,
Yeah.
Is it really that? Was it
it
really
was
that long?
brutal.
Yeah.
It was.
Wow.
It was
it's
rough.
a very long setup.
'Cause I know you go there because he wants his violin back, and there's all that
I
shenanigans.
still think it's A.
Then Gina bumps.
but-
That's true. Then Gina bumps into him, and you get all that stuff. Then you have to, there is a lot that goes on before this case even gets
Mm-hmm.
started.
It also does
I
have the
would
stereoscope drawer, which sucks.
Stereoscope
I
theory
would-
is trash.
I would still, honestly, I still put this in B. Like, I genuinely just don't remember this case fondly enough to be like, yeah, no, this was really, there was enough that happened in that case that annoyed me that I don't know. Again, Skulkins are great. Pop Windebank's great.
I still think I put it into an
This is
A.
long.
I hear you.
I'm still gonna probably lean towards A. Yeah.
I think it's a decent finale.
We'll throw the
to
first
this
game a bone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a good enough finale for this game. That works really well, and again, it brings Case 3 to its fruition.
Mm-hmm.
with the truth behind the Magnus incident.
Yeah, agreed.
The Magnus incident.
The DL Magnus incident. The MM6 incident.
All right, so now we move on to the second game. So the first case of game 2 is the adventure of the blossoming attorney. This is Ryutaro Naruhodo, definitely not Susato. Right many
turtles in this one.
First thing I will say is, of the 5 Ace Attorney games we've played, this is the best intro case.
Absolutely.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
Absolutely.
This is the best intro. This is definitely the best intro case.
Oh yeah.
Probably my favorite way they forced the tutorial. Really just funny case overall. Susato kills it in the guy's uniform. Raymond
Bommy's a great character.
Adorable.
I do like Right in Many Memo.
Right in Many Memo is a very funny character.
The fact that Giselle Brett dies. Giselle Brett is the victim. It's like a cool twist.
Dies, yeah.
And it's also, I don't remember it dragging. Like, I remember it
I want to say it was
pretty well paced.
It moved quick.
I would be comfortable putting this as an S tier.
I legitimately wouldn't mind putting this as S tier. This case is really fun.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, I would
purely
go high
purely
end,
for Ryutaro
If
alone.
I'm not voted 2 to 1, I'm okay with an S. I'm okay with an S.
Yeah, no.
Also, out of all the artwork for like these cards that they made, this one's so good. I love this one.
That picture's really good.
It's really good.
Next up is The Memoirs of the Clouded Kokoro. This is once again Soseki Natsume. Olive Green is here.
We
the GOAT back. William Shamspeare.
And and Shamspeare.
Man,
because this chronologically, this takes place right after Case 4 of the first game, right?
Yeah, it's like literally a week or something.
He literally gets out. He goes home from jail and gets immediately arrested again, basically.
Yeah. It's honestly like Shamspeare alone was probably my favorite.
It was genuinely good of us being like, wait, he's the villain. And not only is he just like trying to get away with not paying his gas bills, he's literally murdering people. Like,
he is way so much eviler than you ever thought he was going to be.
And so much effort was put into that character. I still can't get over how many fucking animations they gave him. He is the most detailed Ace Attorney. I think probably the most detailed Ace Attorney character ever, because I'm pretty sure he had more unique sprites than any sole Ace Attorney character has ever had.
Mocap for him, and it was very impressive.
Yeah, and I remember also thinking that was the funniest case in the entire Great Ace Attorney Chronicles series.
It was very funny.
It was fucking hilarious. There's so many good jokes in that game.
And it does gut punch you with the very sad Olive Green stuff too.
Yeah, it's a pretty for such a humorous sort of like setup with two guys getting into a fight because they wanted to see who would win in a fight between Romeo and Juliet. It actually end up being pretty darn emotional. Yeah. I wouldn't mind putting this in S.
I loved this game, so I'm also fine with this.
I agree. I agree with you.
Back to back, these were two really
it's
solid
the thing where,
cases.
Again, the first game was kind of rough, and this whole game. I mean, obviously chat was telling us like, no, y'all are really gonna like Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 2, and yeah,
it was true.
Good.
We did.
It's very good.
We liked it a lot better.
All right, next up is The Return of the Great Departed Soul. This is the Great Exhibition of London, Albert Harebrain with Ass Man. Odie Ass Man.
Yeah, Odie Ass Man, hilarious.
We had Balthazar
and then Enoch
Lune.
Drebber.
We had the Balloon Boy. We had
Bohemian Child.
Enoch
Drebber. Courtney Scythe makes her appearance.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts in this one. It goes a lot of places, and I think that's honestly that can kind of spell doom in my mind for some Ace Attorney cases, where it feels that they they kind of get lost in their own sauce, and it feels like it's just like going from one. There's so many different things happening that you're just like, why did we even need to talk about this thing in the first place? It's such a tangential relation to what the actual crux of the issue is. Having said that, there are a lot of really good characters.
Yeah, I think this case can't go above an A for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I kind of have to put this one as an A. Like, I'll admit, I don't like Albert Hairbrain. Like,
I don't care for him.
I think he's an incredibly
either.
frustrating character who's a bad scientist and then wants to go to jail rather than get his bad science discovered. He's a very obnoxious character to me.
Yeah.
I love Enoch Drebber, though.
Everything
about
really
Enoch Drebber is awesome.
And that dance
was cool.
introduction was
Fucking robot, man.
incredible.
It's a good dance introduction, too.
Yeah, I agree. The bomb thing was very funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I feel like
Courtney
this is
Scythe
an A
also
for
just
me.
didn't really do it
Yeah,
for me.
I wanted her to be so much
Like-
stronger as a villain, and she's
she's
whatever.
Yeah.
she doesn't really do
Yeah,
a
she's
whole
a little
lot.
bit of a letdown.
Yeah, like, and also the daughter is funny, but also
She doesn't do anything in this
kind of
chapter.
just it doesn't really do a whole lot in general.
Yeah.
Like the Courtney Scythe and her daughter are characters that I feel like I don't know why they're necessarily in the game.
Yeah.
Because they don't really feel like they do a whole lot. They don't really feel like they add anything substantial to like what to the grand scheme of things for characters that are like so important, or their names are so important. So yeah, I'm totally fine with this being A or high B tier. That's fine for me.
This is A for me. There's still enough good going on in this case, but I think there's a couple weak moments that keep it out of S tier for me.
That sounds good. Next case is Twisted Karma and His Last Bow. This is the kind of weird...
This is a weird one because these two cases are technically the same case.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be ranked or graded together, but again, they're very much the same sequence of events.
Yes. This I feel like is probably, in my mind, the stronger half of the two halves.
Interesting.
Really?
Purely because, in my mind, because in the second half, you kind of already know what's going on. At least I did, because
sorry
that
you guessed Iris was Clint's daughter in like
yeah,
the first
you know,
game.
if you're just as
Before we
smart,
even
if
knew
you're as
Clint's
smart
name.
as me, you kind of know exactly what's
Yeah,
going
okay,
on.
sure.
And at that point, you're just kind of like, get to the point, say that it's Clint Van Zieks' daughter. Come on. But I genuinely think like the shock of Gregson being the victim, some really great witnesses with Peppino, and
They were fun.
The other Peppino is one of my. I'm a little biased. Peppino is probably one of my favorite characters to voice act
he was
out of
adorable.
this
He was
series.
great.
Oh, so fucking fun! His little shoryuken that he kept
Mhm.
doing, and saying "capo" all the time is so cute.
See,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you can finish, Wes.
I think my last point was just very similarly to a lot of Ace Attorney games. I feel like we get to a point where we kind of know what the answer is, and by the time we arrive at the second half of in the fifth case, a lot of it I feel like we kind of knew.
We knew that
there were a few
Strongheart was a
reveals,
villain
but-
from the first second we fucking saw him.
Yeah.
The game
Yeah,
doesn't
you know
hide
that from the first second he appears on the screen.
Right. And so at that point, since we kind of have already known before going into the last case what's going on, it feels like you're just like, okay, what are we like? How are we just let's get to the point where we get this guy, because I feel like
somebody
we know it's gonna happen.
Somebody in the chat said a little earlier, saying like, I kind of wish that they put you figuring out about Jigoku in this part of the case, and I actually kind of agree with that. I think the bloat at the end of 2.5 is a little thick. not that like all of it isn't so good. Like literally payoff for a 40-hour game. Like here's the payoff for the last 30 hours you played. But it was a very long bit.
Yeah. See, I'm kind of like the opposite of view on this of Wes. I think the first half of this case dawdles too much with like Gossip, Venus, and Sandwich, and then the Red Hair League. The fact that the Red Hair League ends up being literally a red herring, and then we still have to interview. I feel like the first half of this case dawdles a lot, and again, because everything's backloaded the second half. Once again, there's actually you don't resolve anything besides learning who.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't resolve anything besides learning who Daily Vigil is.
You said it again!
That's true.
Anything important that happens in this case is all backloaded onto case 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Don't get me wrong, I think they're both combinations of A's and S's, but again, I would go like first half an A, second half an S maybe, but I could switch that around or put them both in A or put them both in S. Again, it's a little hard because once again, the fourth case can't really stand on its own, and I don't know if I should like... It's still good, but it literally can't stand on its own.
Yeah, no, I understand because it is hard to judge them separately when they are basically the same
they're so
thing.
intrinsically linked. I would put this as a low A. I could go high B with it, but
no, it's still got.
I think it's still A.
It's still funny enough, and we're still moving towards the conclusion and starting to reveal things in the Gregson gut punch.
Oddly enough, I would even put the second one as like a high A or low S. I would be fine with that.
I still think there's so much good, and it's when you get to the last like 5 hours in that game, you're just eating constantly. And granted, it honestly like there's so much built up that because they have to resolve all of it. It's just like, oh man, okay, a lot going on here. Just giving us the oh shit, Genshin wasn't the killer, it was Clint Van Zeeks. Oh, but actually Strongheart was puppeting him. Oh, the will wasn't Genshin's will, it's Clint's will. Oh, there's so many crazy things. Also, Iris's mom. Oh my god, also Sholmes is a hologram? Like They do a lot of things, and not all of it works, but I think they really go so hard. Also, Warrior in the chat says great breakdowns for both Jigoku and Strongheart. Absolutely, they were both
absolutely incredible breakdowns.
Probably both I would put in the top 10 breakdowns in the franchise.
Jigoku and Damon Gant had great breakdowns in that case.
Damon Gant on fire. Oh, and also, we got to see the tap dancing.
Was that in 2.5 or was that in 2.4? I can't remember.
5.
Was it 5?
That was 5.
That was 4.
All the Jikoku stuff is 5 though, isn't it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, 2.5. Put that higher.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put in
because honestly the Sholmes and Mikotaba sequence is probably one of the best sequences in
so good.
This entire series.
All of us were grinning from ear to ear the whole time.
That's honestly like, I think so much of the game was building to that, and I think that moment had more payoff in my mind than
so much of it.
Like catching Strongheart. Oh yeah. Like, just seeing those two characters interacting together, I was like, wow, this is fucking fun. Like, and also just realizing that Sholmes in that moment is actually the genius that you know him to be. And that's kind of where it starts to unravel that Sholmes has been kind of playing games with his intelligence the whole time.
Gotcha.
That whole thing, I think, for me, was kind of the pinnacle of like, damn, this is awesome.
It was great.
In the entire series.
It was really, really good. Do we just because there's only 10 things, do we care to place them more specifically? Do you want to put that at the top, or do you still think that Shamspear's case is better?
Dude, yes, personally, because it's so funny. Like, God, that case was so funny. I remember us laughing so much.
I think the Shamspear case. I think it's tighter. I think it It doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah. It also has cute bee lady.
Oh, I didn't really. Quinn B. Altamont didn't super blow my mind, but she was there.
Listen, she is cute.
I can't remember.
All right, we all know you like the
I was
typewriter.
gonna say, I think that case did bring back the
Zach.
typewriter juror, but I know. No, I don't think she was in the. She was in the first game. Whatever, it doesn't matter. There it is, folks. Our Great Ace Attorney Chronicles
The official
tier list. Let us know what you
TM.
think we got right and what you think we got wrong in the comments down below. But hey, we're going to be moving right on to a character tier list. So stay tuned for that as well on youtube.com/SaveTheTeam. Stick around for art, because until next time, court is adjourned. And I'll put art in there. And Scanner Man as well with this canvas. Very, very cool. Yeah. I love the wing is dope.
The one-winged Banzeeks.
Amazing. Just a random idiot with can't believe you guys are finishing the game today. It's been so fun watching you guys play the last couple of years, so of course I had to draw something for it. Well then, we solved the case, and we found our way back to our time. I guess this is goodbye.
It was so wonderful getting to know both of you, Miss Faye and Mr. Wright. These past few weeks were definitely
It
memorable.
felt like a couple of years. Glad we could help. It was great getting to learn more about my family's history.
And Susato, having you as my honorary ancestor was one of the best decisions ever. It was like I got to have another sister. You guys gotta visit again soon. I'm sure we could find a way. Somehow.
Phoenix, you're an amazing lawyer. I'm proud of you. You are too. Better than you realize. Don't sell yourself short on that. Until we
meet again.
Swing. Yeah.
Aww,
Very, very cute.
yay!
Very adorable. Emma Sky made a redesign of second best girl Trucy. Why not best girl Emma? You may be asking yourself, because she's perfect and Emma doesn't need any changes. It took a long time to be perfect, but we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's her and Mr. Hat.
I love the.
I'm actually pretty sure his name is Mr.
I think
Hat,
it is.
which is very funny. Yeah.
I love the little hair heart thing, and the blue, the dyed blue bangs is very, very good. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
6 with hi, it's been a while. Actually, it's been so long I kind of forgot to draw how to draw humans. Too brain fog to put much effort. But it's just some little chibi doodles. I'm trying to catch up with streams, but I'm really behind, so I won't be watching live. No worries.
Aww.
Again, I love your little chibi art style.
Yeah,
very
so cute.
And we'll be on to Apologists next week too. So hell
Yeah.
A little video I made and remade of some fun things in particular that you said over the past month that got an interesting reaction from spoiler chat. Oh, I did see this. This is incredible. Turn this on.
My brother did his fair share of killing innocent people. That's serious. I don't remember
Saying that? Yeah, it's incredible.
Here's my wild, outlandish theory about Iris, and I won't linger on it or explain any of it. I'm just gonna say what it is. She's Clint Van Zeeks' daughter.
It's so good. Yeah, all the chat just being like, what the fuck?
That's so funny. the reactions
really
to this are really good. Okay, so Strongheart was the one who actually killed his dad. Why and how, I don't know.
I mean, he was the one who
I also
set up, essentially.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't put in
this
the theories of mine that are
seven-layered
really
dip
wrong.
mystery leading us.
Actually, no. Maybe Shinobu killed Kazuma's dad because Strongheart told him to.
You what? That was so specific. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember saying that either.
That was unbelievably specific. And true.
There's a secret message inside Karma.
There's a secret compartment inside the
secret compartment.
Yeah, there's a secret compartment somewhere in Karma. That was Pridge. Yeah. The will is in the hilt of Karma. Calling it.
Yes.
Oh, it's Clint's
Mr.
will.
Vigil.
Maybe. Oh my god, it's gonna say, and please take care of my daughter Iris, chat.
Oh my god. Oh
That's
my god.
and I fucking called it.
Oh, that's so
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
Oh,
That was amazing.
God, that's so good.
That was awesome.
Thank you
yeah.
so much for making that. That's fucking hilarious.
That was a really good edit too. Hell yeah. Mickey with hello. I forgot to post these. I know Zach saw them in the art channel, but I wanted to post them here as well. I did a little shoot at some Japanese gardens this month, same day and location where I made the channeling room meet. And these pictures are pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so adorable.
This place looks
It does look really
gorgeous.
cool.
Yeah.
There's actual
Yeah.
big ass fish in that pond next to you.
These are really cool shots.
Biggie with congrats on finishing the first game. You truly are a great Attorney Chronicles. I didn't have the energy to strain my wrist drawing a celebratory picture of the whole cast, so instead I strained my wrist drawing an entire comic. Anyways, one of the most fascinating things about me to the ending is Cosmo's decision to stay with Barrick, so here's a conversation between them that takes place after the end of the game.
Back then, I knew. Knew what? That you weren't the Reaper. And yet you insisted I was. I wanted to be right, to convict you, to watch you hang. I see. So what changed your mind? Surely you haven't grown sentimental under my tutelage. Of course not. I hated you. Do not fool yourself for even a second that I felt differently. Still, I knew better. After all, I've come face to face with death himself. And he looked nothing like you.
Whoa, that's really fucking good.
Yeah, it is good. Also, that skeleton has a mustache.
Yeah, that's awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, that is cool.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Kazuma Sogi fan with fuck Homomiko. This is my old man Yaoi.
It is Pride Month, Jigoku. You know what that means.
Huh? What? Do you want me to shoot, like, gay corpses? What?
I love this meme, and this is a very good rendition of it, so hell yeah. The smile on Strongheart's face is incredible. Emma with hello, hello. This is really, really good. I saw this already, but I was going to send this last week.
Holy crap.
Here's a painting of Gory, Gina, Kazuma, and Van Zeek's investigating. They would definitely work together after GS2. TGA is definitely my favorite Ace Attorney game, so I'm both very happy and sad to see you guys finish it. It's so good.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Jesus. This is
Like
insane.
the lighting everywhere on this is like
Yeah, just the
immaculately done.
reflections of the
Yeah.
light on the pavement.
It's like
that it looks
this
like
art was done
it
with
had
ray
rained.
tracing.
Yeah. Like this looks like a
Maria's
screenshot.
hair is
from-
incredible.
Yeah. Oh my
The perspective of
This
like how
is-
far back Barrick is and everything.
God. Yeah.
Dorky with I can share these now that it's the finale. Whoa. Yeah.
Dun
Dun,
dun.
Got that second one though.
Oh shit. That's the second one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We're watching the
Shit,
bot. We're
that's
watching the bot.
rad.
I forgot how epic that break.
It's
that
so
title
good.
section
Yeah.
And
is.
our
Well,
reactions
because
run the
I thought he
gamut.
was dead.
Mhm.
I thought they were going to like kill him with that,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Whoa, holy shit!"
Mhm. Yeah, this is
Damn.
incredible, Dorky.
That's
like,
rad.
his hair in both of them is immaculate, but like the work with the explosion,
the
and
facial
chains, and the face,
expressions.
yeah, like it's so good. Rainy Meadows with the sun sets on one short king and rises on another. The Great Ace Attorney has been a wonderful ride to follow you guys with, and I look forward to Apollo Justice with eager anticipation. Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, he's passing the torch.
Mhm. Very, very cute. Noradora with what a
What a grandiose expression on your face, as if you were Lady Justice herself.
very, very good. This pose is incredible.
Ooh.
And like
Yeah.
Strongheart's eyes blinding him with the rope around it is really, really, really good. And he's actively holding one of the scales of justice like off tilted because he's so fucking blinded. He doesn't care. It's really good. Really, really beautiful imagery on that one, Noradora. Hell yeah. Val with a very big comic of the vigils, and I said, it's okay, because it's the last time we're going to see him.
I'm so happy to have you home, my love.
It feels odd to be out of prison so soon.
What? Do you think you deserve more time?
Maybe.
Daily.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Do you want to talk about it?
Talk. What is there even to talk about?
What do you...
You know everything you need to know. The lying, the hiding,
Daily, Yes, I do know, but that's not what I'm asking about. What's on your mind, Daily?
My mind. Well, I can't stop thinking that you shouldn't have forgiven me.
Daily!
I just don't understand, Evie. Yes, we've kept secrets from each other. Yes, I was desperate, easy to take advantage of, but that doesn't change the years and years I've kept it hidden. The years I've lied to you, to our family. I put you in danger. I was too much of a coward to warn any of you. Evie, the man you married has been nothing but a selfish facade for 10 years. So, I simply want to know, was it for the children? Were you scared I'd find another window if you weren't with me? Why? Why didn't you just leave? Why weren't you more upset with me?
Daily, do you truly think...
I'm sorry. I'm an awful person. I don't even know why I asked you. Please, just forget this ever happened.
Daily, I was upset. I am upset. It's just, all those times you told me you were all right, all those times you told me I had no reason to worry, for 10 years I think that's what hurt me the most, that you never trusted me enough to confide in me. It hurt me so much when I found out. I wanted to be angry at you, I wanted to hate you, but I just couldn't, Daily. None of this was your fault. All those horrible things happened to you when you didn't deserve it. You were backed into a corner, you were desperate, and... Gosh, I love you too much to turn my back on you. These past 15 years have been the happiest of my life, and not even what you did in the past 10 made me look upon them any differently.
Evie?
It's confusing, isn't it? To be so angry at someone, but to still feel undying love towards them. Perhaps I'm not mad at you. Perhaps I'm mad at the situation you were in, and what you did. What you did already happened, and it's not good to dwell on the past, is it, dear?
I suppose not. But what are we to do now? Everything's so different.
That's a difficult question. And I'm not sure. I don't think you are either.
I can't say that I am, Evie.
But I want to figure it out. And I only want to figure it out with you. I want to be happy with you again. I can't imagine my life without you. You are my everything. I love you, Daily Vigil.
No.
Are you crying?
Am I? Oh, dear, please don't look at me. You must be uncomfortable.
No, it's just... I've never seen you cry before. It's beautiful.
Aww.
Aw.
Very, very good, Val. Again, lots of people popping off in the chat saying the writing in that was very good. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Incredible work, Val.